After my first year with the Amex Gold card, I just spent 39,600 yen or $264 to renew it. Which begs the question, is the Japanese Amex Gold card worth its price? There's no question it's a great card for shopping and dining thanks to the spend multipliers, but that's not the only card in town. So I thought long and hard and found 3 reasons why I think it's worth its annual membership fee, especially as the program got completely revamped in Japan and now it's called the Amex Gold Preferred. If all of those 3 reasons make sense for you, you might want to consider this card, but if there are only 2 reasons or 1 reason, then you may want to look at other options. My name is Yoram from Economia. Welcome back to the channel and let's start with reason number 1. The first reason is going to be the sign-up bonuses and the spend multipliers. Let's start with the sign-up bonuses. Most of the time you're going to find it in a range of 60,000 to 90,000 points, and it's going to be depending on the time of the year, what kind of computer you're using, if you're using a referral code, and all of those kind of things. But most recently you're going to find it at 120,000 points. Most credit card experts are going to tell you that a point is valued at 1 cent, which means that if you're getting 60,000 points, that's gonna give you a value of $600. And if it's 90,000 points, the value is $900, and 120,000 points brings you a value of $1,200, more than covering for the annual membership fee. And as I mentioned previously, you're gonna find all of those on the Amex website, on other websites like Diamond's Eye in Japan or Resi in the US, which actually is owned by American Express. Or maybe you're gonna get a referral code like mine that I'm putting in the description box down below. So you have a lot of different opportunities of finding the sign-up bonus. And make sure that this sign-up bonus is actually high enough for covering the cost of the annual membership fee during the first year. So the value you're gonna get from the sign-up bonuses will differ, but as long as they are high enough to cover the membership fee, you're gonna come out positive. The question comes after the second year because there are no more sign-up bonuses. So all will be depending on the spend multipliers and the statement credit you're gonna get and whether or not they give you enough value to cover the annual membership fee and some more. So let's start by looking at the spend multipliers. The best categories are dining, groceries, and mobile phone bills. They all give you 1 MR points for every 100 yen of spend. So I'm going to take my own example to show you how to calculate the value for each of them. Let's start with groceries. In my household, on average, every month we spend 180,000 yen on groceries, which is about $1,000. This is about 2 million yen a year, or $14,000, and that would bring in 21,600 points per year. If we're looking at mobile phones, it's about 14,000 yen a month or $93. That brings us to about $1,100 a year, and that's a total of 1,680 points per year. I don't go out too much for dining, so it's not so much for me. So in total, without trying too hard, for me, it's north of 23,000 points every year, which is a valuation of about $232, which is almost covering the annual membership fee. Then you have others, retailer or other categories. There are many electronics where you're gonna get 3 points per 100 yen, and I'm definitely buying some electronics every year, so I'm gonna benefit from that and more or less cover the annual membership fees. The other categories are giving you just 1 point for 200 yen. It's not so competitive, so no need to talk about those too much. Reason number 2 are statement credits. We already talked about the spend multipliers and we're almost covering the annual membership fee, but the statement credits give you extra value on the things that you regularly buy to help you to completely cover the annual membership fee and get extra value on top of it. So now with the program in Japan, you can go up to 64,300 yen of value, which is about $429, which is fantastic. It completely covers the annual membership fee. The point is, are you using in your everyday life all of those statement credits, or do you have to spend extra to reach them. In that case, it's not of value for you. So I'm going to show you how I look at those statement credits based on my experience and my regular spending, and how I can get value without trying too hard, and the ones that have no value from. So the first one is Priority Pass. I have no value from this Priority Pass for myself because I'm already getting Priority Pass through another American Express credit card that I'm showing you on screen and we've discussed in a previous video. But my spouse, through the free family card, is getting the complete value of that. So that's 17,000 yen of value right there. There's another great perk, that I really like, is the statement credit when you are sending your luggage to the airport or back from the airport home. And when we are traveling with the family, this is really useful for us. It's over 10,000 yen already of additional statement credit that we have no problem getting. So I'm not getting the 64,000 completely, and the credit I'm getting are a total of 27,960 yen, which really lower my effective annual membership fee to 11,640 yen or $78. And you make your calculation to see whether or not this card brings you the value after the first year through spend multipliers and statement credit, and you're getting extra value on top, covering completely the cost of the annual membership and getting some more out of it. Let's see my own example to give you a really good idea of how it works. So I get $226 through the spend multipliers. I get $186 with the credit, which means that my effective annual membership fee comes to a negative $148. So for me, this is completely a high value card and I'm getting much more value than what I'm paying for. What you have to keep in mind though is that the annual fee might go up in the future. It has gone up in the past for all of the American Express card. They may change some of the statement credit, they may change some of the spend multipliers, so you have to keep that in mind, make the calculation and making sure that you have enough value and this card is going to still be valuable for you while living in Japan, even if they change a bit the annual fee. Third reason is variable point redemption. A great way to get value is to redeem your Amex MR points for something you enjoy. You can transfer those points to transfer partners like airline and hotels for fantastic experiences. So you can get just the 1 cent point value, but you're gonna try to go for 2x or 3x for those airline tickets and those hotel stays. The first mistake many people do with the Amex MR point is they try to redeem them for statement credit in order to get a little cash back. This is definitely not the best way to do it, and the reason for that is that the value of the point is usually at 1 cent, but more often much lower than that. So you're not getting a very good value out of your Amex MR points for cashback. If you want cashback, there are many better option credit cards. There's another mistake that people do, and that's the second mistake, is people try to redeem airline tickets or hotel stays through the Amex portal, but usually that's not the best way of doing it. The best way of doing it is getting your Amex MR point, but transferring them out to the transfer partners, your airline of choice, your hotel chain of choice, and then using the point that you have transferred as miles to book your airplane ticket, to book your stay. You're usually gonna get much better value. It requires a little bit of workaround and look for the best offers, but that's definitely a better way to getting value out of your hard-earned Amex MR points. For the Japanese Amex Gold card to be worth it for you, as it's been for me, you need to get a really good sign-up bonus that permits you to go over the annual membership fee of 39,600 yen or $264 for the first year, and from the second year onward, the spend multipliers and the credit statements have to make sense for you and give you extra value above and beyond this annual membership fee. And finally, you have to redeem your Amex MR point at a value above 1 cent by transferring them out to transfer partners like airlines and hotels. And please do not use them for cashback or credit card statement, they are really not worth it. It takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort to find the best way to redeem them, but that's really worth it. If this video was interesting for you and a bit entertaining, please give it a like and do not hesitate to subscribe for more contents to come. If you're interested about knowing more about the most common money mistake, I have this video ready for you. And if you want to learn more about the changing investment environment in Japan, there's that video to check. Thank you again for watching. Do not hesitate to look at the videos and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.